We operate with a dizzying toolkit. At any given moment, a creator has access to thousands of fonts, infinite color palettes, and a bottomless well of inspiration boards just a click away. All this choice trains us to fixate on execution. We pour our energy into figuring out how to align a grid, how to match a gradient, or how to master the latest piece of software. But knowing every shortcut on a keyboard doesn't cure a creative block. Often we still end up staring at a blank screen, or we churn out work that is technically flawless, but entirely devoid of soul. Technical mastery can't cover up a missing objective. You can hit all the right notes and still fail to make music if you never figure out why you're playing. Think of making something as climbing a ladder. The blank page is the bottom rung, and the finished product is at the top. For most of history, getting to that top rung required an intense focus on physical technique. An artist had to know exactly how to mix a specific shade of blue, or how to properly load a brush to recreate the light in a room. Today, when we evaluate work, we tend to skip straight to the top rung. We look at a finished piece and critique the aesthetics, ignoring the invisible steps in between. Those middle rungs are the strategic decisions made along the way. They aren't about how to apply the paint. They are the questions asking why the painting needs a tree in it in the first place. When a project falls flat, it rarely happens because the creator lacked technical skill. The collapse happens because the underlying purpose was left unaddressed. There's a famous, though likely apocryphal, quote attributed to Henry Ford. He supposedly said that if he had asked his customers what they wanted, they would have asked for a faster horse. That customer response perfectly illustrates the adjacent possible, the instinct to tweak what's right in front of us. When we ask, how do we breed a better horse, we lock ourselves into that tight circle. We restrict our imagination to the current format's boundaries. But shifting the question to why our horse is important breaks that constraint open. The answer reveals a vastly larger landscape of solutions. Asking how leads you to design the wrong solution to the right problem, but asking why identifies the root human need. You can think of the mechanics of any design project as a machine operated by three distinct levers. The first lever is the message, the core utility you are communicating. The second is the tone, which dictates the aesthetic and feel. The third lever is the format, the medium itself. Without a clear objective, it's easy to assume the format is fixed. Understanding the objective gives you the authority to rearrange all three levers. You can discard default settings and build an entirely new framework tailored to that specific goal. Innovation happens when we recalibrate these levers to match the specific needs of a situation. It turns a technical task into a service for someone else. This recalibration positions design in a middle ground. It acts as a bridge, linking the creator's capabilities to the audience's desires. Holding that middle space requires a deep sense of empathy. You have to anticipate human behaviors and craft a space that physically and emotionally accommodates them. When someone steps into that carefully considered space, the experience moves past simple utility. It becomes delightful, creating a memorable sensation that the creator truly understood them. Operating from this place of consideration strips away the sterility of a commercial product. The work becomes a shared human interaction. Design gains value as it moves from context to context, essentially functioning as a gift bestowed on the audience. It is an act of consideration for someone else's life. Every time we put something new into the world, we are painting a picture of what is to come. We are closing the gap between the reality we currently inhabit and the one we desire. The true task of any creator is to vividly imagine that better future, and then construct the road backward to where we stand today. You might acquire the technical skills to build absolutely any road you want, but the journey itself means nothing if you haven't figured out why you are traveling.